whatever you can do. If everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all. And that's pretty much the biggest problem. Like, they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother Black Power to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, yam, pam, 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 jam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left.
Listen, he ain't going to be, Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Oh, Yo, they just empty.
I want to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah, Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We about that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue, and I'm here for the action.
And none but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants to smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's Thursday.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Thank you for joining me this Thursday, January 23rd, 2025. And before I get into the show today, I just want to tell y'all something that y'all probably, need to know, but it's kind of too late to know. But I don't know because it just took place over the last 6 days, and I think we missed out on this as a whole. I caught it like a couple days after it happened, but I didn't know how big it was going to go. But I think that we missed out on this, and a lot of people got paid in the last couple days, Truth Nation. A lot of people got paid. It was a Trump coin out here. A Trump coin that came out last Friday. And I think it started out as like 16 cents. And a lot of people jumped in on this Trump coin. And now, right now it's at like 36, but it got up to at least like around Sunday, $70 from 16 cents from what I saw to like up to $70. And if you had to put it in early, if you'd have put in $400 in early, you would have had 200 or something $1,000 right now from this coin. Like me and Ben was back there doing the math because we don't get this information ahead of time, or we ain't around outlets that talk about crypto for those that don't really follow crypto like that. So we look at a lot of social media, we look at a lot of gossip blogs, but I guess the money didn't went out, DJ Brother Z. I got it at $8. I threw something in there at $8, and then it went up to 70. So I ain't gonna complain, but I wish I could have caught it when it first happened. But the thing is, the money didn't came through. People is getting paid right now from this crypto, from this Trump coin. That's all I'm saying. And if, you want to get in when it first happened. You want to get in when it first start, because once it ballooned, then it could level out. But trust me, it's some people that's got paid. And we ain't talking about you ain't had to put in a lot of money when it come in from the bottom and it rise up. That's when you want to get in. Now you get it, you may go over there now and it's at $36 or something like that. You may have missed the balloon. It fell from 70 down to 36. So a lot of people start dumping after it hit the peak at around $70. So a lot of people started jumping out. And I don't know how much people put in, but you could put in $100 and it would have came out good. This all went down the last couple of days while y'all was looking the other way. A lot of people got paid through this Trump coin. Now, y'all can go look it up yourself. But the balloon is, I don't know if it's going to balloon back or not. But, hey, y'all go look at that and do the math. And I'm talking about $200 you could have made money. Like, when it go up like that. The Trump coin. And I ain't hear nobody talking about it. And I didn't even know about it. This is why I pay attention to both sides. Because you know how I found out about it? I was, looking through my, my normal, what's going on. And I pay attention to both sides. So you got to get you got to get the left sites, and you got to get the sites on the right. So I'm looking on Reddit, and I think Reddit is more right. I don't know. I mean, it seemed like it's more right, but I looked in the comment and I saw something about this coin that was going on, And when about time I looked at it, it had already got to like $8. So whatever I had in Coinbase that was free, I kind of slid it over there. But they didn't even have it in Coinbase. They had it in you had to go to the Moon app, this Moon app. Moon something. So, hey, like I said, what are we doing? We in a transition. And whether you like the transition or not, you still got to get ready to battle. You still got to be prepared to battle. Are you even in the battle, or are you on the sidelines? Because some people got paid. Some people walking around here with a nice chunk of cash. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Some of y'all, hey, all right. I'm gonna just throw it out there. I'm gonna throw it out there like that. The money then came out. It's money that's being made out here, and that's why you got to pay attention. A lot of you got some video, DJ Brother Z. All right, we gonna listen to something that's going on with this Trump coin. I just wanted to talk about this for a second.
You ought to get it settled, because he's not done very much on that. He's got a lot of power, like we have a lot of power. I said you ought to get it settled. We did discuss it. Yeah.
Do you intend to continue selling products that benefit yourself personally while you're president?
Well, I don't know if it benefited. I don't know where it is. I don't know much about it other than I launched it. I heard it was very successful. I haven't checked it. Where is it today?
You made a lot of money, sir.
How much?
Several $billion, it seems like, in the last several days.
Several billion? That's peanuts for these guys.
Hey, they talking that talk. I'm gonna try to tell you right now, a lot of y'all missed out on that money. And I'm not talking about you had to put in like $200. You could have put in $100 and still you'd have been straight. You'd have been able to pay a lot of things off. This is what's going on, and a lot of y'all fearmonger to accept the challenges. It's gonna be challenges, but I think that Trump's shaking things up. And it's going to cause our community to have to look at each other and say, what we going to do? When I told people it was going to be a powerful time for those on the front lines? For those that was paying attention. Hey, y'all can be scared if y'all want to. I ain't never scared. Matter of fact, I love it, because now people got to have that real conversation. What we going to do? And that real conversation makes you look at us as the resource, as the way. And I ain't seen that happen in a long time. Folks looking at each other like we got to create. It's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time to me. I'm outside. I love it. I love it, because now instead of sitting back and sitting out there looking out the window, y'all can get out there and say, okay, if I don't like what's going on, let me get out here and do something to change it. And I was trying to tell somebody, if Wisconsin is one of the most segregated states, this has been what they've been saying for a long time, Wisconsin. And we segregated, which means that, everybody kind of in their own self. That means everybody's spending money with each other. Everybody building up their own businesses, everybody doing this and that. But then I get on my side of town and they don't look like what's going on the south side of town. It is the truth. So if what's happening can get you to get out and make the north side operate to where we can create businesses, create our own jobs, create our own school systems and things like that, I'm for it. I'm for it, because that's what should have been going on. That's what should have been happening. And now, it looked like that's what we need to do. And I'm with that, because I'm already trying to do it. So it ain't affecting me no kind of way. None of it. None of this. Because if you're on the front lines, then you already know what the deal is. We anticipate this. We want this to happen because this is why when you talk about community, then we need to get stronger. If you're that worried about it, then make it stronger then. I never understood all the complaining, but nobody ain't doing nothing. I never understood it. I never understood the high blood pressure without no action. I never understood the fear-mongering because a lot of the stuff that y'all been talking about, like the equal rights and all of this that Trump did, that was already going on. I had plenty of people that sued because they were denied opportunities. It ain't like it stopped. It's been going on. It's just now out in the forefront. So, okay, let's say if it's in the forefront, then what you gonna do about it? Where the jobs at? Where the job creation at on the north side? Where the employment? Where the educational ideas? Okay, let me know when we gonna build the school up. Let me know when we gonna start our own companies. Let me know when we gonna try to do it like everybody else. I'm interested. I'm here for it. I ain't never been scared of nothing my whole life. I had to grow up in squalor and everything. I didn't did it all. So what I'm saying is what we about to do, that's what I'm about. While y'all up here worried about what's going on watching the TV, people getting rich, people getting paid. People invested in, we missed the boat. It is what it is. Maybe you don't think you missed the boat. Okay. You ain't ready for what's going to happen. Like I said, a lot of y'all wasn't ready under the Biden administration. Trump shaking things up. And I think our community needs to be in a point where we got to rely and say, we got to do it ourselves. And I've been saying that since this show started. Let's do it. How come we can't do it? I'm still saying it. Because that's what I'm interested in. Y'all be coming in the comments, oh, this, that, Trump did this, Trump did. What you doing? What we finna do? I had a family in here, it was a pillar in our community that got killed by a reckless driver. What we finna do? I got a mother coming in tomorrow. Something going on in West Allis with her son who ain't never committed a crime in his life. Okay, so what's up? This is what I do. So I can't never be worried about nothing because I'm going to go do it myself. I'm working on going to see Donald Trump myself. I'm trying to have a sit down and see what's happening then. What's going on? You can't lead and be scared. You can't lead and have somebody an idea that you scared of. I think the last time I was scared, DJ Brothers, is when my grandma said I was going to get a whooping. Grandma said I was going to get a whooping. I didn't wash the dishes. And so I went to sleep and didn't wash the dishes, and Grandma snuck in the room in the middle of the night and got me with the 1-2. That I should have washed them dishes. But you know what she told me? She said, if you stay ahead of it, if you would have washed the dishes, this would have never happened. So you know what I started doing? I started doing it ahead of time. Now I tell my kids, I said, look, you don't have to get in trouble. You can be ready. You can be prepared. When you do your schoolwork, get it done. You're going to have the rest of the day. Get it done. That's it. Get whatever you have to do done so you can be ready. So, hey, that's it. That's all I want to say. We're going to get into the show when we get back, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices, and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call, That's All Gruber Cash giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call, That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call, That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Happy New Year means a lot of rough days ahead for those who suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Plenty of gray, frigid days on the horizon where we all just want to be snugly and warm at home. That's where Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin comes in. Their inviting doors welcome friends and family into a cozy home thanks to Pella's gorgeous, energy-efficient windows, keeping the cold out. Pella can make your home as beautiful on the outside as it is comfortable on the inside. Celebrate the new year with 0% interest for up to 3 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Visit Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin showroom today so you can learn the Pella difference and get inspired on making your home more energy efficient and beautiful with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Hurry, you only have until January 31st to score Pella's New Year's special. 0% interest for up to 3 years. Certain restrictions apply. Visit PellaWI.com.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's time for the 32nd Annual Young Gentleman Scholarship Botillion presented by the 7 Jewels Foundation and the Delta Chi Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. A Botillion young gentleman is a high school senior in Milwaukee who's about to embark on adulthood and has chosen to pursue higher education, college, trade, or technical school. One lucky bowl will win a $5,000 scholarship. Apply by February 21st, 2025, and for more information, call Kevin Patterson at 414-364-2835.
At Gruber Law Offices, we've helped tens of thousands of families after a serious accident. Our priority has always been our clients. We're here for you whenever you may need us. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Let me show this motherfucker how hard it's hard is. So I'm outside of the club and he think I'm a pawn. So I go to my heavy Chevy and pop the trunk. I told him, I ain't never scared. 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 I ain't never scared.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brothers E on the ones and twos. Hey, look, listen, Truth Nation. I know we talking about everything going up, but I just seen this article. I seen this article that We Energy, y'all talking about what's going on with what's going on in Washington, D.C. I guess the bills is going. We Energy, and people complaining that the electric bill going up. We got an article, TMJ4, people complaining, DJ Brothers E, and you know it's cold outside. You know, hey, you can have 2 blankets on and your leg might still be freezing right now. That polar vortex out here. I'm going to tell you right now, everything going up. That's why I say if we missing out, you got to tune into the energy because it's opportunity out there. If you looking to see what's next, we in a transition. Keep your eyes. That's why I say keep your head on a swivel. Stop looking at one side because one side may not tell you some things. Start looking at everything so you can see where you need to be. But we got this We Energy situation going on. Let's listen.
Welcome back. Well, We Energy's customers will be getting bigger bills, and it's not just because of the drop in temperatures, and you may have already noticed that increase.
Yeah, Andrea's here this morning with an eye on your budget, breaking down what's behind the latest rate hike from the energy utility. And Andrea, some of these customers, as we mentioned, already seeing the impact on their bills.
Yeah, they are. A Facebook post on the TMJ4 Facebook page on this topic has led to more than 600 comments. Here are just a few. Kimberly says her energy bill went from $331 in November to $518 in December. Robert told us his bill is up $23 for the same kilowatt he used last year at this time. And Sheila wrote, I even had my furnace checked because of the difference.
I would love to see the graph of the price changes over time. What am I getting charged per kilowatt hour?
Chi Win owes We Energy's nearly $500 for her December bill.
You can see right here is my December of 23, and this is my December of 24.
Last year, it was about $150 less.
The average temperature didn't change much. It's 5 degrees lower this month compared to the same time last year. I noticed that my bill went up by a lot, but I can't do anything about it.
She manages Anthony Vince nail spa locations, but used to live in Ohio.
In Ohio, as a customer, I can shop around for my rate. There's so many salesmen would come to your door calling you, asking you what is your
different
service
companies.
provider right now.
We only got one
if
company.
They can analyze the bill for you, and they will be able to beat the rates or not.
In a regulated energy market like Wisconsin, utilities operate as monopolies in their service areas with rates set and overseen by the state's Public Service Commission. Higher rates for We Energy's approved by the PSC went into effect on January 1st.
For the typical customer, the estimate is about a little less than $8 a month on the electric side and about $2 to $4 a month on the gas side for 2025.
A second rate increase will follow in 2026. We Energy says customers can expect to pay another $7 more a month on the electric side and again about $2 to $4 on the gas side.
Over the long term, we're estimating our customers are going to save a significant amount of money.
We Energy
we got to get somehow kind of generate more cash. That's what I'm saying. You know, they don't calculate the inflation, the current inflation, in nothing. Like what was going on like 3-4 years ago ain't going on right now. We done got a tax increase. We done got a referendum that raised the property tax. I mean, I'm just saying. What's happening then? We gotta do something. Look, I can't wait until I look in my community and we can see the same reflection that goes on everywhere else because we can do it ourselves. We can make sure that we get in the race, get in the game. And it's finna happen. It's about to happen. And it may not, you may not have no choice. You may not have no choice. And I'll tell you this right now. For those that I see y'all in the chat, I see y'all in the texts talking about this and that. Y'all y'all running y'all mouth, but y'all not gonna do nothing. Y'all not gonna do nothing. For the ones that's on the front lines, we outside. Stop sitting back. Let me stop. You see, this is where the divide comes. This is where the divide comes. See, a lot of people, y'all want somebody to fly in with the cape on. No, we used to running out with the cape with the hole in it. We are a community. We supposed to operate at a certain way, at a certain rate, that where we can employ our people. We're supposed to operate where we support our own businesses and stores and things like that. We're supposed to have our side of town made for the needs of those on that side of town. But is it happening? Is it happening? I mean, you got to look at yourself. What we trying to do? And don't come to me with that extra. Stop coming in my chat scared. Y'all scared. If y'all scared, go to church. But God even told you to go outside. and hit the highways and byways and get to work. We outside. It's some real going on. And I'm going to tell you right now, I love it because if this what it takes for you to be concerned about what's going on and to try to make a difference, then let it be. Then let it be. Because it doesn't matter who in office, the struggle is real. And it's been real. We've been facing discrimination. We've been facing huge obstacles, no matter what the law was saying. Don't nothing change. But if this can make you think, okay, let me see what I can do and get out here and be about that action, so be it. So be it. Because it's been going on. Some of y'all obsessed, bought it out and obsessed with what's going on in the mainstream media. And then when the elders in our community suffering, the kids up at the schools is suffering, y'all continuing to vote for the same people that's mismanaging the funds. So it don't matter who up top. At the people at the local level is mismanaging the money. They got y'all concentrated on the wrong thing. See, I came up from nothing. So I got to see all the levels, DJ Brother Z. I was blessed to be able to rise to see all the different levels. But I was also blessed to see all the levels and then come back to my neighborhood and go to work. Like to really do the real work. Not that shucking and jiving and all of that extra. And I'm going to tell you right now, I see a nasty narrative that I got to address. I want to address it after we do the pop culture report. I want to address this nasty narrative about the male and female energy. They working to keep that separate. You know, so we don't work together to try to fix some of this stuff on our own. But I got a question at 2 o'clock. When we come back, I got a question, Truth Nation, but we're going to get into the pop culture report. But it's time for all of this stuff to stop, all this extra. We're going to address it at 2 o'clock. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have a pop culture report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, get ready to celebrate excellence, passion, and the power of community as we host our first annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 28th at Potawatomi Casino and Hotel. This will be a Truth family party where we will celebrate the unsung heroes of our community and we roll out the red carpet for those making a positive impact every day. Tickets are selling fast, so go to 1017thetruth.com today to make sure you do not miss out on the biggest celebration in Milwaukee. Tickets are only $25 and includes free food, free drinks, and free Truth giveaways. Don't miss an evening filled with entertainment, heartfelt stories, and celebrating our city with the 1017 The Truth team. Visit 1017thetruth.com right now to buy your tickets to our Truth Community Awards. That is 1017thetruth.com to secure your spot for a night of celebrating the excellence of our community. The Truth Community Awards is presented by Potawatomi Casino and Hotel and brought to you by the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He has inspired generations of change leaders, and many more are to come. Let's celebrate his legacy by enjoying incredible speeches by Milwaukee Public Schools students.
For the past few months, we have been in a time of extreme divisiveness and hostility. In all of the chaos, I find that I'm itching to get out there and make myself heard, to gratify my yearning for involvement. I'm so enthralled with desperately hoping that I'll make the right choices in the future that I fail to recognize the fact that I have the power to ensure that success now. As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, we are faced with the fact that tomorrow is today. We are confronted with the fierce urgency of now. In this unfolding conundrum of life and history, there is such a thing as being too late. We need to take action, for ourselves and for each other. How will you help the people around you if you aren't willing to change? People are stronger when united. We dream and we try and we fail and we grow, but we do it together. What's important is that when someone asks you the question, what are you doing for others? You'll be able to say that you're changing. The best thing you can do for someone else isn't about material things or getting recognition for good deeds. It's letting someone make an impression on you. Letting someone challenge the way you see things. Letting someone change you, change your perspective. So consider the minor happenings a little more. Just flashing a smile at a stranger. A small change in your demeanor, and that person will be thinking about your kindness for the rest of their day. All it takes is a split second more consideration. That's all it really is. A thought. A change. A brilliant, shining chance to do what you can for others. Take it.
Marcus Performing Arts Center and We Energies are proud to sponsor the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Speech Contest.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Snide. After having their game postponed last night in New Orleans, the Bucks are planning to take on the Miami Heat tonight in Milwaukee. That tip-off is set for 6:30. Over the NFL, where the Chicago Bears introduced their new head coach, Ben Johnson, on Wednesday, as he had some strong words for Packers head coach Matt LaFleur in his opening press conference.
To be quite frank with you, I kind of enjoyed beating Matt LaFleur twice a year.
And lastly, we'll head over to college hoops, where the UWM Panthers got back into the win column with the 95-79 win over Wright State on Wednesday night.
Lob it low. Duff is open. He rises up, throws it down. Duffman says, oh, yes.
Oh, yes. And with the win, UWM improves to an overall record of 14-7. The Sports Update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's time to start jamming with juice. This is the Pop Culture Report with Carrie Noni and Ben Jammin on the Tory Lowe Show. Tap in to see what's trending today on Pop Culture Report.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Benjamin. It's amazing. And Carrie Noni Juice World.
Yeah, y'all always keeping it juicy, y'all.
I like the earmuffs.
Thank you. I really don't want to put the headphones on.
Your earmuffs is muffin.
They are muffin.
Hey.
I like it. They're my favorite.
Are you an ear girl?
That's none of your business.
Are you toes?
I'm an ear guy.
What? This is what you're doing today?
I got to keep my ears covered in the winter.
I'm just a skin guy. You know,
you got to keep your whole body covered.
Yeah, I got to keep my whole body covered.
You don't want to get cold at all.
At all, bro.
Especially when it's like this. I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now. I've tried to tell people, like, I've been in situations where my feet and my hands was cold, but I still tried to rough it out.
Mm-hmm. I feel like.
But the moment my ears got cold, all bets is off. I'm out. I can't take that.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that. Toes got to stay warm and ears got to stay warm.
Right.
And hands got to stay warm. If my hands is cold, it's over with.
I used to thug it out as a kid. Like, you know, when you get snow in your boots and then your feet get cold and stuff, it's like, okay, I'm all right. I'm still walking. You know what I'm saying? I still got a little motion in there. you know. But as soon as it hit my neck or something, I don't like it no more, man. But honestly, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, Truth Nation. I'm getting a little used to this cold weather.
What? It's Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's Wisconsin.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I lived here my whole life, you know. Like, I'm starting to walk around the crib with just my briefs on. You know what I'm saying?
Here we go.
Like, no heat up or nothing. I'm just like, whatever it is, what it is.
Wait a minute. So I ain't gonna. You know what? I'm not even. It's Ben Jeremy. I'm not gonna even get into it.
Bro.
Yeah, you ain't gonna sucker me going down no rabbit holes today.
I'm just saying,
is it Rabbit Hole Thursday?
It is Rabbit Hole Thursday.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No wonder you talking like that. Where we going with this?
Sometimes you just gotta let Ben just be Ben, bro.
Look, I'm just saying, man. Truth Nation, if y'all kind of getting used to the winter, getting used to the cold, call in 833-212-1017. We lived in Wisconsin our whole lives. We're gonna act brand new when we get a little cold around here.
You know what? I actually got a question for you, T-Lo.
What's happening then?
I want your honest opinion. And it's a serious topic.
Okay.
It's a serious
topic. Is it a
topic.
relationship? Is it?
That might be later.
Okay.
I got a relationship question later.
Here we go.
But right now, because I was listening to you a little bit while I was coming in here today, and you were just saying, like, man, where are the schools? Why aren't we doing anything as a community? Da, 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 da.
Right.
And the other day, was it yesterday? It might have been yesterday when Benjamin and I had our show, 7 to 9 in the morning, jamming with juice.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying? A little drop of juice right there.
Razzle dazzle.
And we were trying to have the conversation of integration.
Right.
And I wanted to know your thoughts on integration in our communities and whether or not you think that there could be a way somehow that we use it to our benefit. Like, we evolve the idea of integration versus what it was back when we tried it, during the civil rights era.
Okay, for integration to work for us, we got to build up our businesses back so the money can come in to the community from different cultures instead of going out to everybody else.
Right.
So I think that if we want integration to actually work for us, we have to not only build up our own community, our own ideas as far as employment and businesses, but not only do we have to circulate our dollars into our community, we got to attract other people to come in and add the wealth aspect like we do with them. Like, we're the liquid asset to other communities because we spend our money outside of our community.
Right.
So if we want it to work for us, we have to operate in a way where we're internal and then they come and see us and spend their money with us.
Yeah, okay.
So it would have to happen that way.
But you do think it could be a way we figure out how to make it work for us?
Well, integration hasn't worked for us
in the past.
And if it's going to work for us in the future, we are going to have to circulate our monies within our own community. That's how it starts. We have to, as blacks, we have to make sure that we're building up businesses, employing our own people, allowing our stuff to thrive, and then have people come and solicit from us.
So we have to do it first.
We have to be what we want to see.
Got it.
So it's just not going to happen. You have to have places for people to come and enjoy. And I think that we go out there to enjoy outside of our community because a lot of the things we feel are not as competitive, or it's not in a space where we do that. So, and everybody knows that.
Yeah. So I was just, just something that was on my mind, because we got a lot of black-owned businesses, and I hate that some of them are getting shut down for whatever reason. I don't want to specifically say it's just because we're not able to cycle our own dollar every single day. But we have a lot of black businesses that I don't think is marketed to other cultures and communities, within our city.
Sometimes.
And, what?
Sometimes it'd be the man. You know what I'm saying?
The man be holding us down, bro.
Yeah, I just want to throw this out there. So I am from Racine. And,
really?
Racine, yeah, South Side, y'all know what it is. But no, for real. So we had a taco place, a black taco place called Josephine's. Josephine's home of the lemon pepper taco, right?
I seen somebody make a TikTok on that.
Yeah, Josephine's tacos was fire, by the way. Mind you, why did they just post on their Facebook, hey, we'll be shut down till further notice?
Dang.
And everybody's upset. And this isn't based off of, they're not generating money.
They ain't got no workers?
Many people, I'm talking about many people will go to Josephine's and grab some tacos. Shake will go down there and grab some tacos. Like, Josephine's is really cracking. And, they haven't released why they had to shut down so soon. But I'm thinking that the city has some.
You think it's a code violation or something like that?
It could be a code violation, because ultimately the thing is, right, so we talk about blacks trying to do for self, right? We talk about blacks trying to build up our communities. Where Josephine's is stationed is literally a corner up from where La Tapatia, which is a Hispanic restaurant, serve tacos, all that good stuff. They've been doing it for over 30, 40 years. Josephine's is the next block up. Every time Josephine's is open, literally hitting La Tapatia at the knees every time, because all you see is a line coming out of Josephine's. I say that all to say, every time we do try to come up in some way, it seems to me that the powers that be find a way to push us back. So I don't know if it's code violation
or you don't know if it's management.
There you go.
Yeah,
I would love to have them come on the show and see what we can do.
Maybe I should bring them on.
You should have them on the show, on your show, or let them come in so we can see how we can help, because many times we let people, something happens in our community, we can handle it too.
Right.
Like, I think that many times we'll see something going on and we'll be like, okay, that's their problem. I'll pray that works itself out. But we can just go over there and see, hey, do we have any way to help too as well? Like, and sometimes we have to make sure that we do our due diligence, and that's all I'm saying, because I think that when we talk about moving forward and when we talk about having our own, we got to feel that that's ours. And I think it's very few ideas that we feel that's ours. You know what I mean? One or two ideas, but we think that products that are not made by, that are not black owned, we think that we get that, our status in life is a certain way, right? So I think that till we look at our stuff like it's status, like we're building the status, because we do set the trends.
Always.
So when we start saying, okay, we're going to set the trends within our own community, that's when we're going to pull the attention our way, instead of using our ability to cause trends with other brands that don't, maybe that brand don't look like us. You know what I mean? I think we do that a lot, and I think that takes away from the dollars that could have went to somebody with just as good of a product.
That's interesting. I just am like, man, sometimes I feel like it can be hard for us to constantly shop at the same, let's say it's a restaurant, for example, right? There are so many really dope black-owned restaurants within the city of Milwaukee. It would be hard for someone to go to all of them all the time, because there are a lot of breakfast spots. I can't just go to one spot all the time and give them all my money and not give, another spot.
Well, I'll say this.
How do you balance it all out?
Okay, hold on. We got social media. And viral, it don't matter if it was made 3 days ago, 4 days ago. If it goes viral, then it just exists online. We can always leave our online footprint out of any establishment. We have done this before.
Right.
And let's say everybody takes their social media and these phones that we paying for, and we don't have to go to this restaurant every day, but we left our impression digitally with this restaurant.
Right.
And so let's say everybody that went to that restaurant, we knew that, and they kept promoting that restaurant every time they ate there. Even if you don't go back in a month, it's still being promoted. And other people are still receiving that energy. So it's ways to do this.
Right. And I, like you said, use social media as well. And one worker, I guess I would say, is a need at any type of black-owned establishment or any establishment, period, is a social media person. Because if you can just have really great content, you could get your post to go viral and bring in people from other cities who might want to come in and see what you got going on, just because your posts are really, really well.
And I've seen people do that. I've seen people come places just because they saw it go viral.
Exactly.
And they live in another town, so they say, okay, I'm going to make a trip to that town just so I can go and have that experience.
Yeah. Right. So that's definitely someone you need on your team.
No, that's very true. I remember Josephine's home in the Lemon Pepper Taco. People travel like 50 miles, 300 miles to actually come get their tacos. So.
Dang.
Well, look, when we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report with Benjamin.
It's amazing.
And Carrie Noni Juice. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It started with a prediction.
Go out there and play basketball and win.
And how many games?
6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King described a true education as one that successfully combines intelligence and character. Concordia University prepares learners for meaningful lives of leadership and service to meet all of life's callings. They offer world-class programs online and face-to-face in a faith-based, student-focused environment. Classes are small, opportunities endless. Visit cuw.edu to learn more. I'm 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris, and I'll be at the MLK Prayer Breakfast at Concordia University, Wisconsin. And while this is an invitation-only event, I invite you to listen to the event live on The Truth, Saturday, February 1st from 10 a.m. till noon. The brunch at Concordia University, Wisconsin, hosted by Walter Goodwin, director of the Office of Multicultural Engagement, is a gathering honoring the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, a time of reflection and prayer. The theme of the brunch at Concordia University this year is Upon This Rock from Matthew 16:18. And I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Adrian was seriously injured when a careless driver merged into her lane.
Gruber was there for everything that I needed. Any questions that I had, Gruber was there. They made me feel like everything about my situation and my accident was very important to them, and that made me feel good. And I would definitely call Gruber again for that.
Serving Wisconsin for over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They go above and beyond for their clients.
Is your washing machine not quite getting the job done the way you expected? Running your dryer over and over because it is taking forever to dry your clothes? Be frustrated no more, because Create Suds Laundromat in Milwaukee can get rid of all your washing and drying headaches. They offer new big load washers and dryers to reduce your cleaning time and even have free Wi-Fi for customers. Stop battling with stubborn stains and piles of laundry and visit Create Suds Laundromat. They are open every day from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, the Truth app at 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's time to start jamming with juice. This is the Pop Culture Report with Carrie Noni and Benjamin on the Tory Lowe Show. Tap in to see what's trending today on Pop Culture Report.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Benjamin.
It's amazing.
And Carrie Noni Juice. Juice World.
I was giving it just to y'all.
What else is going on out here in these pop culture streets?
And you want to go or you want me to go?
You go.
All right. So I want to talk about Coi Leray.
Here we go.
Because Coi Leray is pregnant right now. If
what?
Y'all don't know her.
With Trippie Redd? Trippie Redd?
Yeah, that weirdo.
What?
She pregnant by Trippie Redd, and if y'all don't know her, she got that song that be like, pull up and and she how I do it.
I'm lost.
Such a bad example.
Y'all know what I'm talking about if y'all was on TikTok like 2 years ago. But anyway, what?
That's how it goes. Know me, baby.
Yeah, you don't know me, baby. Yeah.
They probably know Benzino.
Right,
Benzino's
they
daughter.
Probably do.
Yeah,
Benzino.
Her daddy.
Her dad. Yeah. But anyway, she been so in love with this brother Trippie Redd for a while now.
He been spoiling her. He been putting on for her.
I guess. And now she done put up a post while pregnant saying nothing worse than being cheated on. I wouldn't wish this pain on my worst enemy. God bless. with the sad face emoji.
What you think was going to happen? Those trippy red.
Okay, and that's my point. So in my head, I'm like, should we feel sorry for her?
No, she got a bad taste in men.
Like, we the only one that knew that this was coming?
Come on now, first of all, you dating somebody that do like satanic ideas. First of all,
weird.
He not going to church. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell you, like some of y'all be looking at potential, but y'all don't even see action. Y'all blind to the action.
Yeah, and no accountability, honestly, because it's like you see the signs and then you ignore the signs, and it's like, dang.
But all right. I was gonna say so. I don't want to spill nobody business, nobody tea. But I'll just say this. Sometimes women, they'll look at the potential of what could be, and then when they see red flags of what's actually happening, they'll continue to believe in what the potential is until, and many times the reality kick in when they look in that phone and see another female. Or cheating is like when the light bulb come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it could have happened before cheating, but I think cheating is mostly the measuring stick to trigger the light bulb.
Yeah.
When your pH is off.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, hopefully.
I don't know.
This will open her eyes.
I don't know if that working like that. I don't know.
And she'll, realize her worth.
I mean, I think that's what women just need to do. I mean, I think on both sides, people need to realize their worth. Like, if you're gonna, open up your legs to some man out there, make certain that he is father worthy. Like, he's going to be a good father. She signed up to be a single mother, and that's what she deserves. She signed up to be a single mother. Dang. That's what she's going to be for the rest of her life.
All right, that's like somebody dating somebody that's, kind of not learned their lesson by going in and out of jail.
Yeah.
And then they say, oh, I'm in love and all that. Then all of a sudden they go to jail and you mad. Okay, they was already in a pattern.
You knew he was a jailbird.
Yeah, you accepted that,
Yeah.
This dude talk about popping pills.
Right. So what I'm saying is that you taking that chance on that potential, and sometimes potential kind of don't come out the way you thought it would.
Yeah, I would agree. Shoot.
Here we go. All right.
I'm just saying, shorty, I hope your heart heal.
Hey.
And your baby change your life for you in the best way possible.
She'll find the one. It's not me.
Benjamin.
It's not me.
All right. Thank y'all for that pop culture report, Benjamin.
It's amazing.
And Carrie Noni Juice, Truth Nation. When we come back, I got a question for Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by Gruber Law Offices. Milwaukee Black Talk.
This is Sherwin Hughes from The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. And Truth Nation, you can now watch my show live on YouTube every day from 9 a.m. until noon. Yep, you can get 3 full hours of watching Sherwin doing his thing streaming live on YouTube Monday through Friday. You'll get the same insightful conversations about policy, politics, and lifestyle while also seeing my reaction to the unpredictability of our listeners. So go to YouTube right now, subscribe to 1017 The Truth, and see this wonderful smile live every day.
Truth Nation, let us talk our ish for a moment. There is no other station in the country where you get a front row seat to hear from some of the biggest names in politics, pop culture, and sports. People like Grammy Award winner John Legend.
Knowing that fight isn't over, knowing that we've got to stay motivated and stay inspired. Glory was a song that myself and Common wrote. 2 brothers from the Midwest, from Chicago and from Springfield, Ohio.
Oscar Award winning actor Don Cheadle.
I know that we're the bright, shiny thing that sometimes gets the attention, but I would say don't listen to celebrities. You don't have to listen to us. Listen to yourself.
And President Donald Trump's son, Don Jr.
When did we have a strong economy? And I don't think anyone with a straight face can say right now. And the reality, when you look at it, it's not even voting for my father. Look at the team that's now surrounding him.
Tap into the award-winning and nationally recognized 1017 The Truth by downloading the Truth app and streaming us live at 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no. So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning, the cap is loose on that catch-up.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Breaking news, weather, entertainment, and sports. We have it all here. This is 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. Hey, look, I got a question before I get into the show, because I'm going to talk about the civil rights thing that people been talking about, but I really want to talk about this because I'm starting to see something in my algorithm on social media. And I don't know if it's just me, but I want to throw this out here because social media is a vehicle for programming. We all know this. If, people use social media, they say, a lot of the political ideas, if they want to swirl it in the algorithm. But it was something that I saw in my social media, and I'm like, why am I seeing this back to back? Because last year I saw this, and I understood it, and I didn't pay attention to it, and I tried to talk about it on the show, but now I'm seeing the exact opposite of this. This year, there's a narrative on social media, and it's targeting black women, like this narrative. The narrative is now the men are being framed as the victims while the black women are being unfairly scapegoated as the problem. Like last year, it was the black men. Everybody was blaming black men for whatever, like elections, all this extra stuff was going on. It was more like the black men was like being put out there. 2025 came and I'm starting to scroll, and now I'm seeing the opposite, like it flipped. I said, they done flipped the narrative. Now they're making the black men the victim of the behaviors of the black woman. See, y'all got to pay attention to the division, anything to keep you divided. And we buy into it all the time. So a couple years ago, I addressed the ideas of the confusion of the male-female idea, and particularly in the black community. So back then they was arguing over, dating, where to go, you know what I mean? Then last year they got a little bit more aggressive. They were saying that if you don't vote a certain way, I'm not having sex with you. Like, it was coming out like that. Like, I'm like, why is they promoting this kind of trash idea in our algorithms in our community? And we join in the discussion. You think some of this is organic, but a lot of this ain't. They've been promoting divide and conquer ideas between the masculine and feminine. That's why I say it's only male and female. That's why I believe that. You could believe whatever you believe, but I grew up believing in male and female. That's the truth. Like, I've been like that. So when all this other stuff started happening, whoa, hold on, Wardy. This ain't it. But what I'm seeing now, and y'all let me know if y'all seeing this. Hit me up in the talk to text. Hit me up in the chat. Now I'm seeing videos of men coming back around and they're talking about the attitudes of women and why they going outside and doing X, Y, and Z. And now the male is now, if you're looking at these narratives, and I'm not talking about the residue from the last couple years. That's out there too. But these new videos, it's almost like the black man revenge from last year for being targeted a certain way, through the politics. So I'm just giving y'all the heads up. And I'm trying to make y'all understand what y'all looking at, because a lot of this is being promoted in the algorithm. I'm not even friends with some of these folks. I'm not even these influencers. I'm not even following them, and they popping up right in my timeline. But it's never nothing about no other race. It's never like Asian or whites or nothing like that. It's all like just, I'm not following them, and they popping up in my news feed, and they saying, that they're promoting a certain like Glorilla type attitude. You know what I mean? Like a hood, All right. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. I'm not the only one. I'm going to call it early because it's January. And before it was like, okay, women want, brothers to be providers, There was a simple. Now, the last one I seen was brothers going in saying that now it's almost like the brothers are the victims of certain attitudes and ideas and ideologies of the woman. And I said, okay, I see what they doing. I see how they playing it. Stop falling for the okie doke. Stop falling for the divide and conquer. This is why right now we missed out on the Trump coin. Because y'all too busy getting caught up in these algorithms. And how come none of the algorithms had that we should have got in early and got a few dollars from this crypto? Crypto going up right now. If for those in crypto land, I got somebody in the chat in crypto land, and they saying they making money. They saying they making bread. 8239 says, well, yep, you're right. Trump and his wife coin boomed over the past weekend. Other stocks includes, but not limited to, penny stocks. They boomed. I'll give you two quick that have boomed today. HEPA stock at 0.14 yesterday. It hit 22 just minutes ago, but has today trade several times today in that range. You got to get in when it's in the bottom, like when it's in the cents. Then when it start going up to the dollars, that's when you see the increase. Well, the Trump coin went from like the cents to like $70 in 4 days. So if you put $100 in, or like you had $200, I'm talking about a small amount. The people that had the heads up, they was putting thousands in. Okay? So all I'm saying is, if you paying attention and you looking the wrong way, the misdirection, because you want to have some type of feelings about what's going on, and you got to worry about what the bills, you got to worry about bills being paid. This is crypto. Y'all mad at Snoop, Nelly, Soulja Boy? You mad at them for going to these inauguration ideas? But you weren't mad at Nelly when he was talking about he got the pimp juice. You ain't mad at these people when they selling homicide and killings, but they go to inauguration and now y'all got a problem. I'm just saying. This ain't making no sense. Y'all missing out on the money. People getting paid right now and you up there in the house looking crazy. You can't, it's transitioning. Things are transitioning, and they got you looking at things that, why these same people that got you looking at what Trump's signing ain't saying, hey, look, this Trump coin out here, if y'all need to get in on that. It don't matter if it's Trump name or not. It's people getting paid right now in the last 6 days. Millions and millions and millions of dollars have been exchanged, and you didn't have to do a lot to get involved. Why we don't know about that? All right, yeah, I guess Somebody, I looked over here in the chat, and I seen somebody say, all money ain't good money.
I mean, it's true.
Okay, I know how to play dominoes. But crypto is just crypto. That ain't no boss. That ain't nobody paying you a check. That ain't nobody telling you if I give you this money, you got to do X, Y, and Z. You got to bust down to get down. This crypto. You push a button. Then when you're done, you push a button. I understand the philosophy of all money ain't good money when it's a trap. Or you trying to play a hand where you're trying to get the money, but it's going to really lock you out. This crypto. This ain't got no boss to it. This is, okay, if I can get in when it's small and it balloon, I can take my money out. I could put in $20. If I could walk away with $3,000, I could push the button and get up out of here. Ain't nobody saying nothing to me. I'd rather do that than having somebody telling me, okay, for this $3,000, you got to do X, Y, and Z. That's all I'm saying. The logic. Winky Blue, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Good afternoon, man. Great topic, brother. This is good. This is real good. Listen, man, you're telling the people what they need to hear. You need to get in. The people need to get in now while they sitting around being distracted. Look, Al Sharpton, and bless his heart, he is a prime example of what me and you and a whole lot of others have been saying. Listen, Al Sharpton called a little group rally on the coldest day of the year for inauguration, and everybody else went on inside. So that show you that we on the outside looking in. Now, Al could have had his bobblehead butt over there in the tundra with the rest of them people bumping elbows, trying to see, because the Senate and the Congress people are there making friends, making contacts, so he can talk to these people when they go before. Because the president got the Senate and the Congress right now, so it's really going to be a straight run for him. But instead of him over there, he got us, not us, got them, got our people on the outside looking in. And this is what's been going on, Tory. Black folk is on the outside looking in. They better get in right now and start doing what they need to do. You see crypto is booming. Now you see that Trump dollar, that Trump coin.
That's what I was talking
great
about.
Coin. I think I think it was a good investment if you jump in and get right out of it.
Jumped out, right.
It's not a real utility.
That's what I was saying.
Coin.
They made that money over 6 days.
Oh, man, now you can't even buy one of them coins unless you got a bankroll.
Right.
So you got XRP, you got a bunch of other little, right now XRP doesn't even shot up. XRP was like 30 cents a couple months back. Now it's up doing about $3 and something. I don't know what it is today. You got XLM. That's at about 40. So you got Doge, Elon Musk jump. His Doge coin is about 43 cents. Now, these were coins that were at like a penny to 12 cents. So you were getting like 10 of them for $1. Okay, now XRP has been out just a little bit after Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin come out about 2009. So XRP come out about 2012. It shot up, did its number, and then went back down because of a lawsuit. But now that these other people, these billionaires, man, is getting behind, they want to be able to trade this way. So if you're smart, black people, you will start following the action. Now, one more thing, Tory.
Go right ahead.
Joe Biden pardoned everybody and did not pardon Jesse Jackson's son for blowing that little old $68,000, whatever he tricked off. His books wasn't together, and they gave him that 6 years in prison. And he did not pardon that boy, and the boy went and asked him for a pardon. You know why they didn't pardon him? Because he could easily become mayor. Now, Donald Trump probably going to pardon him. He probably going to pardon the Jackson boy. Okay?
Hey, even
so what do the black people got to say about that?
Lil Boosie asking Trump for a pardon on something. Something he
right, but I'm just saying, Joe Biden. Why did not Joe Biden pardon a Democrat, Illinois Democrat, the son of Jesse Jackson? Okay, did not do as nearly of the stuff that his son did. Did not pardon him. Black folk, what's wrong with you? Man, we got to snap out this, man. And we better start looking at where that money going and following it. Forget that other stuff. We on the out. Al Sharpton and them got us on the outside of the tundra looking in. They in there nice and warm with microphones and TV cameras, and we outside blowing cold smoke out our mouth and talking about we gonna come. Man, kick rocks, man, with no socks, man. Hope you stump your big toe. I'm out.
Hey. But, you know, all I'm saying is, okay, the leadership is trash because you've been botted out. Some of y'all been agendized and botted out. Y'all think that if somebody thinking of some way that it's a gang thought. We just citizens. We just people that's trying to get from A to B, and when you're not getting from A to B, you got to regroup, rethink, and reshape. Trump don't need to be the reason you being shook up. But it is because you reactionary, and now for the next 4 years, folks got you looking at something and you not seeing what's really going on. Times is changing, and I'm tired of my people being behind the ball. I'm tired of my people being the last ones to find out. How you in the front of all? How they put you in the front of everything, but you the last ones to find out what really going on with. I'm gonna give you an example. Black Lives Matter. I told folks this wasn't no black thing. They got mad. And they didn't want to hear it at the time. They didn't want to hear it. I said, no, this ain't us. Even it sound powerful. I understand Black Lives Matter sound powerful. But I work with my people all across the country. I said this wasn't us. And now at the end, now you don't hear nothing about Black Lives Matter. Where it go? Where is that? What happened? I'm still here. I'm still outside. What happened? Where'd they go? If it was powerful, I tell y'all about a lot of things on this show, and y'all, since y'all bought it out, some of y'all, since y'all agendized, claiming sides like you in the game. How you following something that's WWE? Even the WWE people know it's the storyline. Even Vince McMahon came out and said, hey, this the storyline. It's entertainment. We just trying to entertain y'all with the storyline. And y'all got high blood pressure. Y'all still got high blood pressure. And we missing out. And I'm not going to, look, y'all going to make me, see, I need a after show. A lot of y'all don't think I say certain things, but I follow the rules. When I do broadcasting, I follow the rules of broadcasting. But I'm on the block. I'm on the block. I deal with a lot of stuff. I'm from the block. But what I'm saying is, when you talk about moving things around, I caught it at $8. I'm using my money for the movement. I caught mine at $8 when it was at $8. You know what I mean? I saw it at $8. So, and you know, like I said, powerful. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it didn't come from nobody telling me it was there. It was because I was paying attention to both sides. So when I did a little digging and saw that, okay, this was something that was going on, I was okay, I didn't, you know, understand why, okay, where are people at, the ones that's supposed to be in the crypto and the markets and all of that? I'm not even in it like that. I got people that just tell me, hey, Tory, this is what's going on every now and then. But this time I caught it because I started following I follow people on the right, what they doing, and I follow people on the left to see what they doing. Many times the business class to see what they doing, how they moving. And so all I'm saying is a lot of money went out in the past 6 days. Y'all can look this up. Hey, God bless. Because I paid for my movement out of my own pocket. And whatever little money I got, It's going to go right back to the movement. Because I fund my movement. I ain't never used nobody's vehicle to do nothing I was doing. I did it. Self-made advocate. We got White Widow on the lines. White Widow, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. When we come back from break, I guess we got to go. Hold on, White Widow. DJ Brother Z just told me we got to go to break. When we come back, we got White Widow on the lines. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's Dr. Ken Harris, and you can watch me now live on YouTube every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m., and you can watch the best radio show in Wisconsin by going to 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Watch me explore the issues which are shaping our community while also having fun discussions, pop culture, current events, all kind of stuff going on right here on YouTube right now by subscribing to 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube.
This is your Milwaukee Public Schools City Conference Basketball Weekly Update on the new 101.7 The Truth.
The City Conference gave us some incredible games this past week. In the boys' gold division, we had a battle between two teams who sit atop the standings as the Milwaukee Hamilton Wildcats took on the Milwaukee Juneau Pioneers. Milwaukee Juneau sensational sophomore Dooney Johnson went for 31 points, but that was not enough as the Hamilton Wildcats took care of business, beating the Pioneers 106-78. Now to the girls' side of things as the Golda Meir Owls traveled down the street to take on the Milwaukee Riverside Tigers. The Golda Meir Owls were scoring early and often and were led to victory by their junior guard Anaya Blackman as the Owls defeated the Tigers 57-27.
This has been your Milwaukee Public Schools City Conference Basketball Weekly Update on the new 101.7 The Truth. MPS proud and MPS strong.
American Family Insurance is a lot like Captain America. He protects the world.
It's just doing my job.
And we help protect your dreams with amazing auto and home coverage. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com. And see Marvel Studios' Captain America: Brave New World.
Suit up. We need to move.
In theaters February 14th. This film is not yet rated.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The Greater Milwaukee Urban League is celebrating 105 years of legacy and impact. The 105th year milestone community engagement campaign is a mission-driven effort to support employment, education, advocacy, and entrepreneurship initiatives. Together, they can continue their impact and legacy. Join them in raising $1.5 million. Text 105 to 41444 to make a secure online donation today. Visit tmul.org for more information.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
When Savage mowed my mood, that's what it was. 2016, we was running around, beat up in the club. I know she around for the money, but act like she loyal, I don't for the love. I'm so rich, get bored, might wake up, buy me a car just cuz. This is hard, cause she spent the 5, my b****, cost me a dub. All my got BBLs, all my got blood. I ain't with the rap beef Draco, all my ops get touched. We ain't never ran off on no bar, but we still be hopping out cuss. Running.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Hey, look, we talking about 2025, and I'll say this. I really want to talk about this, what I'm seeing in the algorithm. A lot of this division between male and female, a lot of that going on in the algorithm. I guess I'm seeing the flip from last year where the man was the target, where everybody was blaming the black man for X, Y, and Z, even the political ideas. But now I'm seeing this new wave of just stuff in my algorithm of clever ideas where they trying to say, okay, this is happening because black women ain't doing X, Y, and Z. And I son Liz a couple of them. And I was like, you see this? You know, like, this is starting to become, I guess they flipping it, I guess. They got to keep certain things circulating in our community. I guess social media is only good for what you use it for, but sometimes in the algorithm, I just raise an eyebrow. And I see a lot of this early before it kind of gets to a point where, you know, like I react to it. I think I'm starting to see the beginning of this type of concept where it's more aggressive, but hey, they got to do something. They got to keep it evolving, this division between the masculine and the feminine energy. I don't like it. We're going to head to the lines. White Widow, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Yeah, all that glitters isn't gold. I'm going to tell you, I started at GM during orientation. There's about 10 of us, union rep, management rep. After I got hired, they told us, we want you to know once you walk in those doors, if anybody from management gives you a direct order, security guard, engineer, supervisor, human resource, benefits, you must do it. And if you don't, it's grounds for termination. And the union said, yeah, that's what factories are about. Then they came up and said, hey, but we have a stock option. Yeah, what company offers stock options to blue collar? It doesn't exist anymore. Yes, we'll meet 50 cents for every dollar you invest in General Motors stock. People were drooling. I mean, we're talking about people who never even heard of the stock market. It goes around the table, sign the card. It came to me. I said, no. They looked at me like I had a third eye. I said, no. General Motors is still invested in apartheid in South Africa. I will come here. I will give you a fair day's work for a fair day's pay. On Friday, I will have a check, and it will be the fruit of my labor. I need these benefits. I need this job. I got only a GED, and I lied to you about that.
Oh, wow.
But I will not invest in. I'll work for you. I'll break my back. But I will not invest in this company as long as Mandela's in jail. But then again, too, last year, Bitcoin. They sure did want to advertise it. The number 2 donator to the Democratic Party was running a Bitcoin scam.
Right.
He was arrested at his $35 billion estate in the Bahamas. Number 2 Democratic donator. Right. He had committed $24 million to Kamala the next year, but then he got arrested. The Democrats had strange bedfellows. This guy cost people billions. Do not get into these harebrained schemes. We don't have the skill. I don't know people who got money to invest in the stock, much less buy
I'll say this. Now they got it on the computer. You only need $2. You don't even need a lot of money to do that. The game has changed.
You know what, Tory? I win $1 every week from the lottery. You know why? I don't play.
Well,
really?
Well, what I'm saying is, with the tech, you don't have to stick around. A lot of people just get in on the balloon and get out.
Yeah, I know, but who's got that kind of money?
But it's only $2. It's only $3. It's only $4.
Tory,
it's only $20.
Guess what? Last November, they said your electric bill's going up by 18% 2025 January. You just had a promo on it.
Well, but like I said, to each his own. But I'm going to stick $20 somewhere. Well, we may not have the millions or the thousands of dollars like that, but now that they got it on these phones, you can do $20. You can do $5.
I got more integrity than that. I'll stick to $20.
Well, like I said, I believe that if the times is changing, and it's going to change anyway, you got to make sure that you understand, okay, let me get some kind of knowledge.
Buy gold. Gold is universal. If they shut this whole country down, every place in this world would take gold. Gold.
And I got you on that.
A necklace.
And I'm not going to push back on that.
Go get a nice gold coin. And gold has doubled.
And even silver.
In 10 years. That way, you got something pretty there. You got a nice little shiny coin. Save up, give it to your kid for Christmas, for your grandkid, because no one is ever going to touch that gold. Gold will never deplete.
Well, I'll say
Silver's
this.
right behind.
I'm with the gold because they got the cash for gold in our communities, so they trying to buy up our gold. So that's true.
Yeah. They're not stupid. They don't have Bitcoin signs. Bring your big gold.
Well, that's
gold
online.
is the way to go.
All of that stuff is online. All of the digital stuff is online. It ain't a shop.
You know where I'm not. You know where I'm not. I'm not online with that crap. So, but listen, I got some weird people coming through my Facebook, and I consider it all white noise. Turn off the white noise. And you know what? Let's take care of Mother Milwaukee. Because she's hemorrhaging.
I agree.
And they got her in the emergency room, and downtown's while she's hemorrhaging, downtown's giving her manicures.
Well, I'll say this:
let's take care of Mother Milwaukee.
Different parts of town, they are developing, and I see the north side is slow to develop.
That's slow. They're being ignored.
Hey.
They're being. When you're on 50/50. There's not even painted signs on the street, left turn only. No wonder why there's crazy driving.
You still got to pay money to get gold. That's what they're saying in the chat. So either way, it's the same concept. What I'm saying, White Widow, is the times have changed, and I always said that when I started getting older and the elders around me, when they started bringing in the VCRs and the different things, they kind of fell back on that technology, and that gave me a lot more authority because I was paying attention to it. And every time they needed me to help assist, I had a little bit more of authority in that space. And what I'm saying is, I said I would never grow up and do that. I'm going to try to make sure I understand what's going on at all times so I can have at least a little bit of knowledge of how to really maneuver it if I had to deal with it. It's tough, and to each his own. But I'm just saying we got to make sure that we're paying attention to a well-rounded understanding when it comes to our community. And it's a lot of things going on, a lot of moving parts. But now that this technology is coming in, this new idea, crypto ideas, you don't have to stick around like it is. They sit this for 10 years. There's people you get in for 2 days and then you get out. It's a push of a button. You don't have to stick around. You can stick and move if that's your strategy. We're going to head to the lines. Al, you're on the new 1017 The Truth Tap In.
Before you go into cryptocurrency, please do your research and develop your own strategy, because Donald Trump and Malala coins crashed the next day.
Right, but it ballooned on Sunday. You could have got out Monday. You don't have to stick around.
So all I'm saying is do your research, because a lot of people tell you get in crypto, but they don't tell you what to invest in. Like if you invested into pharmaceutical or energy or weapons or bullets. Do your research. Don't let nobody tell you get a coin because they liked. Because there was a pastor in Colorado who came up with his own coin, and he got the congregation for millions.
Well, you're right.
So just do your research.
Well, I agree. I agree with you on that, because it's a whole game of how to play certain games, even with housing, even with buying properties, even with buying crypto. It does come with a game, and that's why I say you got to know when it's in your hand. You can balloon. When you see things going down, you can get out of it. You don't have to let it go all the way down. Now you can add it. You can get the balloon, and you can get out of it.
And yes, we have our issues on the north side. Yes, there is some neglect going on, but there's a big thing with a lack of pride and the mentality that's pushed. You live in a neighborhood. You don't live in a hood. And if you lack pride, nobody's going to come invest when you can't walk to the garbage can.
And
thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.
I'm not going to push back on the actual having pride in your neighborhood idea, because I'll say this. They know if you have pride through your actions. Like if you go over there and you can tell when neighborhoods have pride, because they get out and mow their lawns, they get out and they take time to make sure that everything looks good in the neighborhood. And then you go over there and you can feel the energy. And like I said, we can do anything we want to do. It's just going to be action and less words. It's going to be how you do, not what you say. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, We'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, get ready to celebrate excellence, passion, and the power of community as we host our first annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 28th at Potawatomi Casino and Hotel. This will be a Truth family party where we will celebrate the unsung heroes of our community and we roll out the red carpet for those making a positive impact every day. Tickets are selling fast, so go to 1017thetruth.com today to make sure you do not miss out on the biggest celebration in Milwaukee. Tickets are only $25 and includes free food, free drinks, and free Truth giveaways. Don't miss an evening filled with entertainment, heartfelt stories, and celebrating our city with the 1017 The Truth team. Visit 1017thetruth.com right now to buy your tickets to our Truth Community Awards. That is 1017thetruth.com to secure your spot for a night of celebrating the excellence of our community. The Truth Community Awards is presented by Potawatomi Casino and Hotel and brought to you by the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Prostate cancer screening is a simple blood test. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Your family history of prostate cancer increases the risk for all the men in your family. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Prostate cancer is most treatable when it's detected early. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Men, it's your life. That's why it's so important to talk to your doctor about getting tested. If you want info on how to take action, the Prostate Cancer Foundation is here to help. For more than 30 years, PCF, a leader in scientific breakthroughs, has funded cutting-edge research that speeds new treatments into clinics, helping patients live longer with fewer complications. Go to pcf.org to learn more about prostate cancer and how you can advocate for yourself. Remember, it's your life, and it's a simple blood test. Get it done.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Snide. After having their game postponed last night in New Orleans, the Bucks are planning to take on the Miami Heat tonight in Milwaukee. That tip-off is set for 6:30. Over the NFL, where the Chicago Bears introduced their new head coach, Ben Johnson, on Wednesday, as he had some strong words for Packers head coach Matt LaFleur in his opening press conference.
To be quite frank with you, I kind of enjoyed beating Matt LaFleur twice a year.
And lastly, we'll head over to college hoops, where the UWM Panthers got back into the win column with the 95-79 win over Wright State on Wednesday night.
Lob it low. Duff is open. He rises up, throws it down. Duffman says, oh, yes.
Oh, yes. And with the win, UWM improves to an overall record of 14-7. The Sports Update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, 25 and I'm having my way the same in all 50 states. No, I never say, but can make a great, get some paper if she
come do whatever I say. 50K on my watch, 30K on my face, 60K on your head if you play then you late. Who you know up to score and put on for a stay. You can hate, just don't play with my folks and you great. See, I really been gliding on shit like a
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Hey, listen, look, I want to talk about this change with the civil rights and discrimination and stuff like that. I think at the top of the hour at 3 o'clock, I want to spend that 3 o'clock hour really just going in on how I feel about some of that signage, you know, especially when it comes to employment ideas. And I think this is a time where we have to make sure that we tapped into the current environment, the current climate, and we got to make sure that we are those that want to create job opportunities for those in our neighborhoods. And we got to make sure that we as people that live in our neighborhoods, that we got to start circling our dollars within the neighborhood so they can employ. It takes a whole ecosystem to make it happen. But you have to be, you know, you got to grow that. You know, you got to know that this is what has to happen. And that's a whole nother discussion for 3 o'clock. But somebody sent me this. Somebody sent me this video, and this was a while ago. This was years ago. This video is from years ago, and I was like, why did you want me to, you know, look at this? Look at this video. And it was a video about the churches, and back years ago when the churches started saying that the members had to pay kind of like, you know, a fee to be members. And this is, you know, and a lot of people feel like a church should be a place to go. And they just had that huge discussion about what happened on New Year's with the $7 and things like that. And, you know, I was a big component of, hey, if it's kids and the youth ain't out here trying to do nothing extra, I can't push back against it knowing the climate that we in right now. It ain't like when my grandma was coming up, you know, where my grandma used to let me go out and it was a bus that pulled up that got the kids on the bus and took us to a church. Like a minister would come through on a bus and they would pick us up and then take us off to church and bring us back home. This was back when I was a kid. Now that I know what I know today, whew, I wouldn't do it. But times have changed. That's all I'm saying. And if you get behind the ball and times have changed, it's gonna be hard to really try to, you know, maneuver. It's gonna be really hard. But this video was from years ago, like back when it first started, where churches actually became what I call like the YMCA. Like they had events and they wanted you to pay. Like to me, today the church ain't nothing but the YMCA religion. Like, you know, they got services and, you know, you got to pay. But this is like back in the day where this black woman was trying to come out and say that the church had sent her a letter. Church had sent her a letter that she had to pay so much money to be the member. And somebody was like, what happened between then and now? You know, 6, 7, 8 years ago and what's going on now. So if y'all watching as we broadcast live on YouTube, I got this old clip. If y'all watching on 101.7 The Truth on YouTube, X, I think we on Facebook too. Are we going on live on Truth on Facebook?
No, that was earlier.
Okay, so I guess we doing that now too. So we on social media. The invasion is here. Let's listen.
Tampa Church are telling us they are fed up because their church is sending them collection notices. And as ABC Action News reporter Cameron Polam tells us, they're venting that anger in a very public way on the church's Facebook page.
People was very friendly there, you know, and I really enjoyed being there.
Candace Peterson says finding the Greater Mount Moriah Primitive Baptist Church was a blessing. The single mother had been looking for a church closer to her new home, and 6 months in, things were going perfect. That is until this letter arrived at her home late last week.
To be a member in good standing and have the right to vote, adults are to contribute the minimum amount of $50 per month.
It was from the church saying she was delinquent in her financial support.
$50 per month. Now this shocked me because I haven't heard about the $50 per month. So where did you get this from? Then Mount Moriah Day is on there, $150.
The letter also says Peterson would be responsible for a church anniversary fee of $250, a total of $1,000 in required donations per year. Peterson says she was told the fees help pay off church debt.
What church charged you to, help pay off what they're going through? I'm not there for that.
And many seem to be agreeing with Peterson, taking to the church's Facebook page to voice their concerns. A church administrator acknowledged the letter came from them. They also told us the pastor was unavailable. We still left several messages and have not heard back. In the meantime, Peterson is searching for a new church.
It's like you put me like, oh, if you want to be a member of this church, you need to pay this.
Or if you want to find God.
Yeah, if you want to find God. That don't say anything about that in the Bible.
Wow.
And again, that was
All
our
right, I
camera.
guess DJ Brother Z. It's 2025. This happened like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, and now you forward it to 2025. Where did the church is now with the politics to me. They riding hard in the politics, church and state. But what I'm saying is, this has been going on, the conversations that we have when it comes to our community. And they say, we do got money. It ain't a lot of money, but it's enough to where if we do a little and somebody can come and gather it all up, they can get, they can get some money from us. Like, I remember I used to wonder why people beg in poor communities. Like, you see a lot of people panhandling in poor communities. So if the community is so underserved, why do they come to our communities? Even white beggars, they come to the black community because they know if we understand being without, we understand it. So we're going to give them $1. We're going to give them 50 cents. And if 1,000 people come through, they can make some money. But you know what happens when they get out there by the well-to-do communities? They don't take, the police come and take them. They don't let them fester in the well-ran areas. They don't even go out to the well-ran areas to beg. They come right in, by 3rd and Capitol, by Walmart. They go where they know that the people that are, that can understand being in that position. So the quarters, the nickels, the dimes, the dollars, the $1 or $2 here and there add up in an 8-hour period. But what I'm saying is we got everybody do a little, nobody do a lot. We just do it in ways that it don't benefit us. And the one thing that we have done, we have given to the church, even when we didn't have it. I remember I was in church and I used to see people, they used to say, give your rent money or give a car note offering. They used to get everybody pumped up. And then they would be like, if you want a big blessing, you got to get this kind of money. So I was in on coming up when they started doing that. I think when I was a deacon in church, we would sing in the choir, and we would go to another church, and when they would take up offering, they would lock the door. Make sure that you didn't leave, because most people started leaving when the offering time came. It's like they was about to bounce. So in order for them to not bounce, they would lock the door. That's when they started doing that. So from there to now, a lot of people still believe that the church shouldn't be charging the people the money. But, if you understand business and you understand, many times church is a business, then you know where to place your spiritual ideology then. If you want to go and hang out with some people that believe like you might go into a church. They may ask you for some cash because you could have had the fellowship in your house. You know what I mean? So this is where we at. If we can't get it together and we talking about moving forward, we got to discuss, where we are with certain ideas that were foundational ideas when my grandma was coming up. The church was one of my foundational ideas. If it wasn't for the church, I don't know where I would be. But we got to get it right, and we got to regroup, rethink, and reshape. It's time. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, I got another story I want to put out here when we get back. You don't want to miss it. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
It's Kyle Wallace, host of Truth to Power on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, and I want you to tune in every day from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. as I engage in a community conversation I know you want to hear. From topics like our property tax bill price hike, which I know had us all shaking our heads, to the incredible MPS students getting millions of dollars worth of scholarships to pursue their dreams, I have you covered, Milwaukee. So tune in to Truth to Power every day from noon to 1 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King described a true education as one that successfully combines intelligence and character. Concordia University prepares learners for meaningful lives of leadership and service to meet all of life's callings. They offer world-class programs online and face-to-face in a faith-based, student-focused environment. Classes are small, opportunities endless. Visit cuw.edu to learn more. I'm 101.7 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris, and I'll be at the MLK Prayer Breakfast at Concordia University, Wisconsin. And while this is an invitation-only event, I invite you to listen to the event live on The Truth Saturday, February 1st from 10 a.m. till noon. The brunch at Concordia University, Wisconsin, hosted by Walter Goodwin, director of the Office of Multicultural Engagement, is a gathering honoring the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, a time of reflection and prayer. The theme of the brunch at Concordia University this year is Upon This Rock from Matthew 16:18. And I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it.
Join the roar of 18,000 Bucks fans at Fiserv Forum and be a part of the slam dunks, game-changing plays, and electrifying victories live. Witness the edge-of-your-seat action and unforgettable moments as they happen. You don't want to miss this. Grab your calendar, handpick your favorite matchups, and secure your seats for Dame time in Milwaukee and every incredible moment that comes next at bucks.com/tickets. That's bucks.com/tickets.
Join the Greater Milwaukee Urban League as it celebrates individuals and organizations whose commitment to equity creates strong partners and strong communities. It's all happening at the annual Equal Opportunity Day Luncheon on Thursday, March 13th at the Pfister Hotel. Greater Milwaukee Urban League will honor local leaders and organizations committed to empowering communities and changing lives. Join us for a special recognition of legendary past President Ralph Holman. For details, sponsorship, and tickets, go to tmul.org.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. There's a sense of pride, community, and work ethic that's second to none. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. We've been here and will continue to be here for as long as you need us. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Hey, whoa, hey, hey, yeah. I'm making a change today. The liquor been taking the pain away. I heard you was giving your chain away. That's kind of like giving your fame away. What's wrong with you? I sit in a box where the owners do. A boss is a road that I've grown into. I love you to death, but I told you the truth. I can't just be with you and only you.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Look, I want to take a quick trip over to Thiensville, Wisconsin. Thiensville, Wisconsin, where a teacher, was arrested for assaulting young children. But I want to talk about this because he said something. He tried to quote some things from the Bible, I guess. But we got some video if you're watching 101.7 The Truth on social media, on YouTube, X. Let's listen.
Zech County teacher is in jail accused of child enticement. Prosecutors say the man was also the athletic director at Christ Alone Lutheran School, right near Cedarburg Road and Division Street in Thiensville. 12 News' Kendall Keys walks us through the criminal complaint tonight.
The criminal charges just filed today in Ozaukee County detailed disturbing allegations investigators say happened here at Christ Alone Lutheran School between the former athletic director and multiple students he taught. According to court documents, on November 15th, Child Protective Services reported Daniel Rick to Thiensville police, citing an allegation of inappropriate contact with a boy student. Police say 2 days later, November 17th, Rick resigned from his positions at the school as athletic director and teacher. A parent shared this school email from November with 12 News that said Rick's departure was a result of personal reasons that require his focus and attention. Prosecutors say the 36-year-old had a student sit on his lap, would touch the student's stomach, and kiss the student on the top of the head.
Trash.
Court documents say one child's parent met with Rick in January 2024 about their concerns. And Rick said, "I compare it to the story in the Bible and Jesus saying, 'Let the little children come to me.'"
Oh, wow.
That same month, the complaint says Rick pulled a student's pants down in his classroom. During an interview with investigators, Rick claimed that he did not initiate the physical contact and that it was always the students who started it. Rick let police search his phone and admitted to viewing pornography involving younger males. The school declined an interview Tuesday, saying in a statement, "Student safety is top priority for us at Christ Alone Lutheran School." Rick remains in the Ozaki
So,
County.
like I said, we talk about these stories that happen in these Catholic situations, these Lutheran situations, even in our communities, in the different churches and the organizations that happen. And it's bad when it's somebody that you leave in a school, or a teacher, or a minister, or pastor, or reverend, because now these people have violated the trust. This ain't like somebody you at the corner store. There's somebody that, okay, you got to sign your child up for school. You want them to get a good education, but now they up in there and these teachers is running wild with the behavior on the kids. And the sad part about it is when he said, I compare it to the story in the Bible, Jesus saying, "Let the little children come to me." And guess what happens when you're a teacher and you bring the kids to school? Like, this man is sick in the head. And all up on my timeline, if you look at my social media right now, it's people tagging me and community members or people who were supposed to be out here in the neighborhoods touching on these kids, messing with these kids. This is still January, and I got, if you go to Tory Lowe, King on Facebook, I think I got 3 people on my page from what's going on with the kids. Guard your kids, because I can't tell y'all no more, because I talk about this all the time. This is one of the things that I involve myself in personally. You can't trust. You can't. Because once your child is exposed to behavior like this, then you got to do a lot of work to try to fix that mentally with your child. And it's been going on, but right now, people feeling like they can just do whatever. I guess they always felt that, but now I see this energy. And I told y'all last year, it's this energy out here that they just don't get the kids and they don't care. And they ain't trying to hide it. They just on top of them. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is why you may look into some options of homeschooling. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call That's All Gruber Cash Giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
It started with a prediction.
Go out there and play basketball and win. And how many games? 6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other, leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle, or forget extra diapers, and never give in to a meltdown. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face, never let them have too much screen time, and never bribe them for just one more bite. You say you'd never let them out in public without their hair brushed, never ever become a minivan mom, and you'd never give them your phone for a quiet dinner.
Calling boss work phone.
So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Join the movement. Listen to the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, the locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. We ready. Seven the truth. Tory Lowe Show. Look, thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And I want to talk about this. Everybody's talking about this executive order that was signed. Basically, the employment ideas of discrimination, diversity, all of this stuff that we've been talking about over the years. And now it's under scrutiny because he signed an executive order. And I'll tell you this, when we talk about the movement, the Biden movement, and all of this with the DEI and all of that stuff, and now that Trump won and he comes in office and he's shaking a lot of that up, a lot of times the black community catch a lot of the, we jump in front of a lot of these movements, and then we catch a lot of the backlash too when we don't win or we don't come through or it don't happen. And then we got to jump out there and feel like it's a personal attack on black. But really, when we get out here and we fight for certain ideas and we jump in these different groups and then they get hit, we get hit too. But, we got to be out in the front of everything. We got to learn how to take that energy and actually make sure that we get some results out of it. But what I'm saying is, when you win big. When you lose big. And a lot of people put their energy on the left. They put a lot of their energy into the left. So when the right wins, they get to do what they want to do. And many times, if you weren't on that side, or as a whole, you get hit. It's like a heavyweight bout. You put your money on the person you coming in with, and if they get knocked out, and you put your energy right there, you get knocked out too. So during this transition, all people doing is watching the loss. When you lose something, you lose, and it don't taste right, it don't feel right, and it don't, it kind of make you feel some type of way because you didn't get your way. And the majority of the black vote went with the liberals. It went there, the majority. So we jumped in front of a lot of movements, and a lot of people don't like when I say this. We jumped in front of the Black Lives Matter movement because it said Black Lives Matter, and I remember telling people like, hey, I don't think this is the right thing to get behind because if you look at the paperwork, it's got George Floyd, it got Breonna Taylor, it got all these people in the front, but when you keep reading the mission statement, I don't know if I agree with all of that. With this mission statement. And so we started asking questions about the mission statement and people got mad. But they always gonna stick black in the front. So we got stuck in the front of a lot of these movements. But when you take sides and then your side lose, you gotta take that. You gotta take that high risk, high reward. If Kamala would have won, that's where you invested most of your votes at. That's all I'm saying. It's just dynamics. But what we have to do, and I always feel that we always had to do, was always get our community in a space that no matter what happened, we're able to sustain. That's why I go out here and try to do it myself. That's why I go out here. I don't wait for nobody to tell me what. I'm going to help. If my people call me, I'm going to come over there and I'm going to show up and we going to fix it. We going to try to get it right. That's how I feel about it. That's why none of this bothers me, because I knew that we would have to get to a point where we're self-sustained. And if we're not self-sustained, then we got to worry about somebody doing this and that. We got to worry about somebody giving us this and that. And when we talk about integration and segregation, it's no question that the community was better when we were all working together. Segregation, going and circulating our dollars in our community, employing our own. This was the conversation back then. And then when the integration came, there's no argument that we lost a lot of our businesses to integration. So if you feel in some type of way, just get out and create. What you gonna do? Stay at home and have a pity party? I'm just saying. We gonna head to the lines. Brian, you on the new 1017 The Truth, tap in.
How you doing, Tory? Love your show. Yeah, this is definitely the time black folks got to step up. You got to step up to the plate now. The lazy, slack times are over. So what does that do? Right. For the next year, things are going to be tight and tough, but it's going to make a generation of tougher black folks. The best times for black folks was after the Jim Crow laws.
Right.
In the 50s and 60s, when black folks were, like you just said, were doing their own businesses, hiring their own people, protecting their own. Well, we're going back into them times. Because ever since Jerry Springer, black folks have gone off the beam, way off the beam.
Not Jerry.
Jerry, definitely. It started with Jerry, gangster rap, and this trash rap they got to this day. But that kind of crap is over. And worrying about persuasions and what we do in our bedroom, that stuff is over.
Right.
This is the great re-education of black folks. But being black folks, we're resilient. We can bounce back.
Facts.
And with that person, with Trump in office, we're going to have to bounce back. Or in 2050, none of us going to be around. But yeah, tougher times, not this year. 2025 is a way for all black folks to get their bag. But after that, tougher times going to create that next generation of tougher black folks. So you better thrive in 25 to make your money so you can sustain the last 3 years. Because it's no time like the present to get get your stuff together.
I agree.
So,
I agree. If you ain't never did it before, like I said, it's we in 2025 and this conversation been going on since I was a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been trying to have these conversations with black folks since '87. But I've been seeing it all coming. I've been seeing exactly how things been going because I've read their white papers, their blue papers, and what their agendas were. So a lot of folks listened, but then a lot of folks didn't. But it's nothing new under the sun.
Right.
Black folks is coming back, and we're coming back just as tough as we did back in the 50s and 60s.
I said this is the year that it's gonna be powerful, and this is the year that for those on the front lines, this is our time to create, to get in this in a position to do great things, because now we need you. We need the front lines. We need y'all to come into the forefront so we can have the protection from our elected officials. We need to put the front lines in power.
And one example of that, I just saw a black brother down in Alabama creating fuel out of plastic.
Yep.
He's making his own fuel to run his car.
Yep.
So a lot of that Elon Musk technology, Julian Brown, a lot of that Elon Musk technology, people was riding around in electric cars back in the 1920s. So all that stuff, Elon Musk, I mean, he may be smart in certain areas, but ain't nothing new under the sun. He doing electric, we can do electric. Right. They were doing it in the 20s, the 1920s. The majority of people was driving around electric cars.
And if you really look hard enough, a lot of those ideas started from a black genius.
Exactly.
Hey, that's a whole other show. Peace. All right, Brian, I appreciate you for being on the show as usual. Millicent, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
You're right. Black people do need to come together. That's not going to happen.
Oh, wow. Don't do it like that at the beginning of the year. Wow.
Yeah, we're not gonna come together.
Wow.
And I don't see us progressing the way you think that we'll progress, because we don't even, most people, I'm not gonna say we, because I do, don't even read a book. You don't read. So without reading and learning, we're not going to get better. Our priorities aren't trying to get ahead. Our priorities are to have something materialistic. So when you tell people, like how you always talk about the Republicans and the Democrats, what you really should be telling young people is to read and become politically astute so they can get in the room and make changes.
Right.
You all standing outside the window and yelling in, ain't no change is going to come.
Sure ain't.
Gotta have people right there in the room, but they can't get in the room if they don't know how to read. And they don't read. They don't read because they play a game. You didn't buy them a book for Christmas. You bought them a PlayStation or one of them games.
Some going on with your line, Millis.
But no book. So that is going to be the one thing that holds us back. Education is not important. Back in the day, when you keep saying back in my grandmother's time, your grandmother had a lot of respect for education. That was the one thing we knew they can't take from us. You can buy a gold chain, they'll take it. But what's in your head, they can't take.
They can't take what you know.
And that's where we're losing. We're not even trying to make education important. And that's what's going to be our loss.
Well, the one thing I'll say is this, we know as a people where we got to put our energy. We all know. We all see it. We could I talk to everybody. We all have an idea of what's missing, what needs to be done. The question is, can we do it and will we do it? And it need to start right now. Because we've heard it all before. We've seen it. We got to the point where now we have social media. It's all out there. And what I'm saying is like she said, okay, we're not reading, we're not doing things like that. But what I'm saying is, it don't take much to really get up to brisk. It's if you want to put the energy in to do it. I remember when I first started working out, and, you know, I wanted to be a football player, and I first started working out, and I remember I came into the gym, and it was this one dude named Danny Boy. We called him Danny Boy. He looked like a He-Man action figure at 16. And so we would go to 4th and North Avenue, where it was a gym, like a boxer's gym. It was called Braggs and Pitts. And so I wanted to get, you know, I wanted to play football, so I know I had to go lift weights, and I know I could go to 4th and North Avenue to Braggs and Pitts because they had weights in there. They had a gym, a boxing gym in there. And so I would go up there because I lived on 5th and North Avenue. It was a short walk. I would get there. And then when I first started working out, I was getting on the dips, and I couldn't do 2 dips. I was like, man. I was looking at Danny Boy, who was up in there lifting 300, 500 pounds. I was like, if I would have paid attention to him and looked at him and just watched, I would have just been like, man, I'm finna get out of here because ain't no way I'm gonna be able to get like that. And what I did was, instead of me running away from the gym, I went and asked some of my elders in there how to do some of this stuff because I didn't know what was the form, what form I needed to use. And the more I came in there and the more I asked questions, the more the elders started working with me. I had to be consistent, but they started seeing that I was consistent and I wasn't a waste of their time. So a lot of the elders at the gym started taking me in and showing me how to box. They started showing me how to stand and how to fight and how to lift weights. And I got really good at it. I ended up playing football, and the rest is history. But what I'm saying is, it wasn't something that happened overnight. And a lot of times when you're building new information, building new ideas, you just got to be consistent. And the rest gonna come. You can't just look at somebody that's doing it and be like, man, I want that. It took a lot of time, it took a lot of energy, and now they flexing. You know how you go to the gym, you see the person in the mirror with the biceps and the triceps and the biceps. They just, the neck muscles, you know. And you be like, man, but you didn't know the hours and the time that it took to build it all up. You just want that. So yeah, we got some work to do. But it's not a matter of looking at where everybody else at and where you at. It's just a matter of you going there and being consistent. Because eventually, you get there. So only reason I promote being on the front lines, and I see this vision, because the brothers and sisters on the front lines, we got people in our community that know what to do. But y'all not behind them. I'm telling you the truth. I see them. I talk to them. They struggling. Because y'all not behind them. They there. They ready. But we get the people that serving other agendas that look like us to lead us. So that's why right now it's a transition, and they ain't got no information on how to move forward. They only can tell you fear-mongering strategies. They can only tell you, oh, this is finna happen and that. No, we got to get outside. I'm telling you what to do. We got to be resources. We got to create. We got to go outside our neighborhood. Stop looking at the long term and look at the short term. Look out the window. Look down the block. Start calling these nonprofits that got these fancy mission statements and hooking them up with the people in the neighborhood. Oh, your kids need coats? Okay, I know this nonprofit that got coats. Oh, y'all ain't got this? You know what? I looked up this nonprofit, call this nonprofit, let me know. Let's make these people work. It's resources that people don't even know that even exist. But we got to get organized. We got to have an order. This is how it works. We got the power, what they say, I got the power, like Snap. But we got to get to work. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's Dr. Ken Harris, and you can watch me now live on YouTube every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m., and you can watch the best radio show in Wisconsin by going to 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Watch me explore the issues which are shaping our community while also having fun discussions, pop culture, current events, all kind of stuff going on right here on YouTube right now by subscribing to 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious crash? It's free. Yes, free. As in, it won't cost you anything to speak with us. Not sure if you have a case? Call our team at Gruber Law Offices today. Your first call and your first consultation are always free. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Don't settle for basic poor quality gas station car washes this winter. Serve to Tsunami Express Car Wash instead. Tsunami Express's washes offer long-lasting protection against harmful road salt and grime. Try Tsunami Express's brand new C2 with graphene wash for the glossiest mirror-like shine. After your wash, enjoy Tsunami Express's powerful free vacuums, mat cleaners, and tire air. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Your first wash is free when you sign up online at TsunamiExpress.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Now tell me who on the with us. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. And let your brains hang snitches. All the people to riches who carry up in their hosiery.
Truth Nation, get your tickets now for our first annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 28th, celebrating individuals making a real difference in our community. Visit 1017thetruth.com to purchase your tickets today. Tickets are only $25, which includes heavy appetizers, a drink, and a great time hanging out with our Truth family. Don't wait. You don't want to miss the best community award event of the year. Visit 1017thetruth.com to get your tickets to our first annual Truth Community Awards at Potawatomi Casino and Hotel on Friday, February 28th, starting at 5 p.m. Hey, look, I'm looking forward to the Community Awards. Hey, Frontline, salute. Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. It's our time. It's our time because we've been working the direction. We've been there. I'm telling you, it's some people that know what to do in this community. I'm telling you it is. Do they get the help they need from the establishment? Nope. No, they don't. And we talk. See, the thing is, I'm an eyewitness. I'm an eyewitness to what's happening there. I talk to these people. I get to go up and down the state. I was blessed. God bless me, to go from the block to the top, to the White House. You know what I mean? I'm talking. I'm listening. We here. And I did it on my own merit, on my own faith and belief. That's how it happened. But what I'm saying is, I know the brothers and sisters out here on the front lines that's working. This is our time. Stand up. You know what to do. You know what to do. I'm with you. We outside. 2025, we outside. Y'all can get scared if y'all want to. Y'all can be sitting in the house, worried about what this and that is, or you can take that energy and build up your block, build up your neighborhood, build up the businesses in your local areas. Take these phones and go into the businesses and go viral using a product. You got a phone in your hand. You could go to any black business right now and let the world know what's going on with their product. Viral is only 30 seconds. We got the power. Like I said, if the leadership mismanaging, what you think gonna happen? If you being mismanaged and them funds being mismanaged, every time you looked up last year, the funds was being mismanaged. The school funds, especially in the schools, these are educated folks and they mismanaging the funds. The housing, mismanagement all over the place. So that's why y'all don't know what to do. Because the people that y'all following don't know what to do. But this is the time for the front lines. Salute. When I tell y'all the front lines is ready, y'all got to switch y'all focus from being scared to being prepared. All right, look, we got Miss Shack on the lines. Miss Shack, you on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Good afternoon, King Tory.
Hey, how you doing, Queen?
I'm just so wonderful, wonderful. I just had to call in again because, you guys are just over the top today. I mean, 101.7 is fired up,
what's
and y'all is just growing. You is succeeding, progressing. I mean, the topic today, Tory, oh, my God, all of you guys, every show. And just all the topics that you hit on today. I'm going to focus on get into action. See, a lot of people don't know what action to take.
Because they're looking at the wrong folks.
To think of. Yeah, they're looking at the wrong folks. You got to turn around and look at you. And just like you were saying about when you were talking about the Bitcoin and stuff, I was thinking about what my dad said. You got to know when to hold them,
you got to know when to
fold them, know when to walk away.
Hey, you got to know. It's got strategy. You can't just do something. You got to have some tact.
That's right. People need to know, exactly what to do in order to do. Like, everybody can't do the same thing.
Right.
So you really need to go within yourself and assess yourself and see what gift God has given you. Everybody has a gift. Everyone has a gift. And if you just tap in and you will find that out and just follow that. Follow what is calling you.
I agree.
And I'm telling you, just take that one step on faith, because that's all it takes is the faith of a mustard seed, and then you're on your way.
Look,
God would put that's universal law.
Hey, come on now.
If you want to help, the doors and the opportunities will start opening up, and will call you in that direction. And people just don't know. They just don't know what to do.
Because when you spend a lot of time watching nonsense, when the real stuff happens, you're not going to know what to do.
Right.
Okay, that's why you don't know what to do.
With garbage. Yes, I this year I'm definitely setting boundaries to social media, to news, because if you don't screen it, what goes into your mind, what goes into your energy, what goes into your spirit, you need to police all of that, because it changes your energy, it changes your perspective, and the drinking and the drugs, it numbs us to reality. So we really need to self-assess in order to know how to move forward.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for tapping in. And this
Bye-bye.
is, I spend a lot of my time trying to figure out how to solve issues. I spend a lot of my time trying to find out what we can do. And then when I get out here and I deal with people, that's why I'm by request. People say, hey, Tory, this is what's going on. I said, well, let's talk about it. Let me hear it. Let me look into it. Let me see what we can do. I'm always going to look and see what we can do. I've been doing this for 15 years. I'm the best in the country at it. I get calls from all across the country. Tory, how do we do this? How do we do that? I can't even tell you a lot of this stuff because a lot of this stuff is NDA, confidential. It is what it is. But this is what I do. So I'm telling you, it's people out here that know what to do because I didn't talk to them. And they look like you. They look like me. But if you ask them what's happening and who holding them back, guess what they're going to tell you? People that look like them. It ain't even the white people. It's the people that look like them that's holding them back. See, they can't hold me back because I don't even think they the way to go. I don't even go to them unless they got the title in the situation that I have to go to the title to get the outcome. I'm only going to the title position, not them, because they in the position with the title. It don't matter who the person is personally. They got the title, and what's going on says I got to go to this title to address the issue. So I'm addressing the title. And that could be interchanged with whoever win the title. A lot of people think this is personal, but really community ain't personal. A lot of people want to get in people's personal lives and who they messing with and all of this. But really, if you're doing a good job, ain't nobody going to care. People got a right to live their life however they want to live it. But when you got a title and you making money from the taxpayers' dollars, now I got to come see you. And most of the time, you know what I find out? They ain't trying to do nothing. That ain't even the agenda. When I see the agenda that they serving, that agenda, they doing exactly what's good for their agenda, and many times that agenda ain't good for what's going on in our neighborhoods. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. I found that out. That's why I don't go over there. Only time I have to go over there when somebody the situation matched their title. Now I gotta go see them, and they taking it personal. No, ain't this who you supposed to be? Ain't you elected? Well, what's happening then? It could be my grandmama in that situation. I'm gonna go to her. What's going on? It's not personal, it's community. And if our community don't know what to do and people confused, that's because you following behind folks that don't know what to do and they confused too. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, get ready to celebrate excellence, passion, and the power of community as we host our first annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 28th at Potawatomi Casino and Hotel. This will be a Truth family party where we will celebrate the unsung heroes of our community and we roll out the red carpet for those making a positive impact every day. Tickets are selling fast, so go to 1017thetruth.com today to make sure you do not miss out on the biggest celebration in Milwaukee. Tickets are only $25 and includes free food, free drinks, and free Truth giveaways. Don't miss an evening filled with entertainment, heartfelt stories, and celebrating our city with the 1017 The Truth team. Visit 1017thetruth.com right now to buy your tickets to our Truth Community Awards. That is 1017thetruth.com to secure your spot for a night of celebrating the excellence of our community. The Truth Community Awards is presented by Potawatomi Casino and Hotel and brought to you by the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He has inspired generations of change leaders, and many more are to come. Let's celebrate his legacy by enjoying incredible speeches by Milwaukee Public Schools students.
Let me take you all back to March 3rd, 1991, and introduce you to a man named Rodney King. He was beaten by the Los Angeles Police Department during his arrest for driving while intoxicated. Now let me take you back to May 25th, 2020, nearly 30 years later, and introduce you to a man named George Floyd, who died because of police brutality. The nation stood by in shock. How can we work towards a world of peace when things that happened 30 years ago are still happening today? All of us here today must stand up and reject the racism and violence that we see daily so that we can work towards a world of peace and make the world a better place for future generations. Everyone that witnesses police brutality needs to speak up and say something. If you hear someone using racist rhetoric, you must say something. If you see someone treating others unfairly, you must say something. If you see any type of discrimination, you must say something. This is the only way we can truly work towards a world of peace. It starts with each and every one of us here today and speaking up and not silencing our voices. Can everyone here today repeat after me? I will speak up. I will not be silent. I will make a difference. I am peace. Thank you.
Marcus Performing Arts Center and We Energies are proud to sponsor the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Speech Contest and pleased to share these extraordinary student speeches with you.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Dr. Carla Hayden is the first woman and first black person to serve as Librarian of Congress, the person in charge of the Library of Congress and the nearly 200 million items in its collection. Hayden spoke to Bloomberg about what it's like running such a historic institution and the challenges she faces keeping people interested in reading in the digital age.
There is a concern that the amount of reading, actual text that people are doing, is diminishing.
Under Dr. Hayden, the Library of Congress has several initiatives aimed to reinforce literacy, plus the other services libraries offer that people tend to forget about.
People are using public libraries as, and someone has said, as opportunity centers. They use the high-speed computers to fill out job applications, to interact with government.
I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Snide. After having their game postponed last night in New Orleans, the Bucks are planning to take on the Miami Heat tonight in Milwaukee. That tip-off is set for 6:30. Over the NFL, where the Chicago Bears introduced their new head coach, Ben Johnson, on Wednesday, as he had some strong words for Packers head coach Matt LaFleur in his opening press conference.
To be quite frank with you, I kind of enjoyed beating Matt LaFleur twice a year.
And lastly, we'll head over to college hoops, where the UWM Panthers got back into the win column with the 95-79 win over Wright State on Wednesday night.
Lob it low, Duff is open. He rises up, throws it down. Duffman says, oh yes.
Oh yes, and with the win, UWM improves to an overall record of 14-7. The Sports Update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I got loyalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace
inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this and born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, wish out you a new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got.
Tune in to The Truth this Saturday at 11 a.m. for another episode of More Than a Movement, powered by Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin. Carrie Noni will be joined by Sarah Noble, principal partner at the Noble Group, and Angela Lang, the executive director at Black Leader Organization for Communities. They will discuss a post-election climate, reflecting on how we got more here and where to go, more to do and where to go as the future is upon us. Again, that's More Than a Movement, powered by Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin, this Saturday at 11 a.m. on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk. Hey, we got advocate and author Elizabeth Brown on the lines. Hey, how you doing, Queen? What's happening then?
Hey, happy Thursday, King. All is well.
Hey, look, we've been having another powerful conversation, but I want to talk about this, what I've been seeing online lately, because last year they went heavy at the black men, if you don't do this, if you don't vote, you can't do this and that. But then this year I'm starting to see an early algorithm of men being the victim and the black women being the blame. And I try to get people ahead of this, because when I see it happening, these are the things that they want to keep us confused. While it's more now than ever, we need the energy to come together to create. And you need the masculine and feminine energy to create and build. And I think that many times they'll try to keep us divided and arguing and pointing at each other while everybody else, get to thrive and take advantage of the brokenness.
Absolutely. It's definitely predictive programming. It's definitely, if you look at all of the 5-second clips or 1 minute clips is about black women stating that black men ain't nothing, or the vice versa, the black man saying that's why he don't date black women. It's an ideology, because at the same time that they're pushing that narrative, they're pushing a black woman with a white man. They're pushing a white woman with a black man. It's been an attack on our people for a long time, and they understand how to program us to dislike each other. But the sad part is that when you go and you do the data, you look at the statistics, black men are marrying black women. Black women are marrying black men, but what they'll push out here is that we're so divided, and there's a small number of us that are divided and that's falling for the okie doke, but it's really not the elders or the elders that are falling for it. They're trying to mess with the minds of the youth that's coming up. Absolutely, because they understand that's what the future is. And the reality of that is division. And to divide a people is to continue to conquer them. You know what I'm saying? As long as we're dividing, each other. We're thinking individually. Yes. It works against us every time, because, again, we have to come into the group mentality idea, and everybody is eating off of us who've never been attacked, and families who never were set up to be divided. They are living well, because to keep us divided is to keep them alive. You know what I'm saying? Like the destruction of the black family, which is the pillar of the world, because we are the mothers and fathers of civilization. So if they can keep us divided and get that ideology of we can't get along, that we can't organize and things like that, they understand the power of thought, that if we believe it, that's what it becomes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are master manifester. Yes. And what you believe is what your reality comes. So if they're pushing that narrative, this is why every time you turn on the TV, there is no black shows that's showing a black man with a black woman with black children who are doing well for themselves. Our children right now and children behind us is watching Martin, is watching the old school black family, black idea, and there is no modern day black ideas, because again, BET was supposed to be black entertainment.
BMF
is not even owned by black folks.
Well, you
Come
know,
on.
they got BMF out here. They got, 50
right,
Cent
with
got
the
a couple
drugging,
shows out here.
beating, cheating. Drugging, beating, cheating, stealing.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? It's nothing positive. What I'm saying is the Cosby Show and things like that, where we were promoting
Tyler
the
Perry
black
put
man,
out
woman,
the
and child.
Trap Queen on BET.
Exactly. When you think about where it's being pushed, BET is owned by Jews.
Right.
You know
But what I'm saying is they got black people putting the content out on it. And what I'm saying is the ideology is to keep us separate. And long as you understand what the mission is, once you can understand what these shows are trying to do, keep you fighting.
Yes.
While everything around you is crumbling or falling apart. And I think that many times when we start understanding what we're looking at and get educated on what we're actually seeing, the programming that they're feeding us is to actually make us continue to be distracted with each other when we should be relying on each other to get things done. And it's happening. I was telling somebody, all you got to do is drive on the south side. You can see it happening over there. All you got to do is go out on the outskirts of your community and you can see it. It ain't like they ain't got no problems. It ain't like they ain't drinking and driving, because you got the OWI, which I think is reckless driving. People having
and the domestic abuse.
Right. They got all of that.
It's everything.
They got all of that. But what I'm saying is,
but it's in a well-to-do community.
They keep the foundation the same so they can have employment, so they can have things for their community. The leadership get in office and they get arrested for doing crazy stuff. But they get in there and they try to keep these ideologies going for the betterment of their people. We got Jose Perez, who's the Common Council president right now, and he was out there when ICE came. But then when something happens on the north side, Miss Beverly,
he said that it ain't none of his business.
You know what I'm saying? So we out there standing for that.
He said it's not none of his business.
But then Miss Beverly family coming on the show talking about ain't nobody, and this is a pillar, a clergy woman. And nobody ain't standing up trying to shake the grounds for that.
Again, it's for us to understand. You think about what they promote. What makes the news. What makes the news is people of color acting out. Like you stated about Skip Bayless. Ain't nobody talking about that. You know what I'm saying? That was short-lived. They want to hurry up and sweep that under the rug. But if a black person steals a sneaker, it's going to stay on the news feeds forever, and they're going to keep it in heavy rotation. Because that's, again, if they can get you to believe that every black person is a thief, that every black person is a rapist, that every black person is negative, because, again, that's everybody's ideology when it comes to our community. You dig what I'm saying? And the reality of that is because it's being heavily promoted. And what we have to do is stop the programming of our children, because that's all they see right now is all they know. Until we, again, go to attacking the lie and standing for the truth. And the truth of the matter is the majority of us is living righteous. The majority of us is working towards a common goal, because we understand that you can't play in a basketball game by yourself. There has to be 5 players on the court. Say like that's a team idea. Everything is a team idea until you get to our community. Because even at your job, the first question they ask you in the interview, are you a team player? Hey. How, when it comes to our life as individuals?
Hey, look,
we got to go to thinking.
All I'm saying is, if the people confused right now and they scared, is because the leadership ain't leading them and showing them how to maneuver during the time of crisis, or during the time where you got to make a different move or a different step and elevate the people at a certain time. Instead, they throw them off on something fear-mongering, and then they retire with the $11,000 a month. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's just what's going on.
Again, and those are the ones that's pushing the individuality. Like I said, you'll find a lot of the people who are like that, it was passed on from their parents. When you think about the people that sold out Malcolm X, the people that sold out Martin Luther King, the people that sold out any one of our so-called leaders, it was for an individual fee that they received.
They got their reparations.
So,
they got their 20 pieces of silver.
Absolutely. And it goes all the way back from slavery, and they call it meritorious manumission. And that's having another black person take another black person out to get whatever trinkets, whatever biscuits, you know what I'm saying, to be able to sit on the master's porch on Sunday and wear shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, wow. So the reality of that is speaking truth and exposing the lie so our children don't perpetuate, because what they don't know, they will repeat.
Right. And
so it's time for us to be real, with ourselves, so our children don't continue to repeat the past.
Well, look, when we come back from break, I want to get your final thoughts on the show today. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. The Truth app is home for all the Milwaukee Panther content you would want.
He'll dart baseline, and he will tomahawk it home with his right hand.
From conversations on the airwaves.
We're going to defend every board up the floor and every bounce and every pass. And we've got good depth, and you have to have good depth for the way we play.
To game highlights.
And at the top, rises for three over Young and buries it.
Find the roar on the Truth app, Apple, Spotify, and wherever else you get your podcasts to keep up with Panthers hoops.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent, as an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axhousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
Looking for a deal? Well, Cousin Subs has a better deal just for you. Cousin's new $10 meal deals are now available online only. Choose between a 7.5-inch ham and provolone, turkey breast, or veggie sub, a bag of chips or regular fry, a regular fountain beverage, and cookie at cousinsubs.com or on the mobile app for just $10. Now that's a better deal. Cousin Subs, we believe in better. Available at participating locations only. Offer subject to change without notice.
What if you could ask a question that leads to a new way to treat asthma? Discover aspects of the far reaches of space or the depths of Lake Michigan. Develop better ways to manufacture. Researchers at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee ask questions, find answers, and add to our understanding every day. Their discoveries improve lives and fuel our economy. Every advance starts with a question. It starts at UWM, the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee.
Now is the perfect time to join the Nextdoor family. Whether you're a parent seeking the best for your child or a professional ready to make a difference. At Nextdoor, children thrive in small classrooms with 2 teachers, exploring art, music, and STEAM. With special needs support, family resources, and kindergarten readiness, every child gets the attention they deserve. And they're also hiring. Enjoy competitive pay, great benefits, and opportunities for personal and professional growth in a fun, welcoming culture. Make a real impact in the community. Join Nextdoor today, where every child, every family, and every team member matters.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I turn shorty up, sipping on that 1942. I got my 42. Oh, you got your 42. I got 40 of them. I rock Cardi's, you can't see my eyes because I be pouring up.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Hey, look, Elizabeth Brown. It's another powerful conversation we had today. Hey, look, I want to know, many times when we talk about our communities and getting moving forward, a lot of times when it's bad, we need those that are willing to stand on the front lines to get active, to get things back on track. And you can't have weak leadership if things are not running smooth. You got to get the tough leadership in there to core it out. And this is just rules of engagement. This is the way it is. And right now, we need the brothers and sisters on the front lines. And I need y'all, Truth Nation, to understand that we got to start backing these people that's willing to sacrifice their life without a check. You know, so a lot of these people are out here doing it because they're working to just through a calling, through a purpose to get things done, and they're being ignored. And then the people who are agendized, I call it agendized because they just following agendas that don't benefit the community. But that's been going on for way too long. It's time for a huge leadership shift. It's time for a huge leadership change. It's time to get the people that know what to do in the spaces, because if you don't know what to do, that means that you got leadership that don't know what to do. That's it. It don't mean that what to do can't be done. I know what to do, but I can only do it the way I'm doing it. Family for family. One incident at a time. That's how I do it. Over time, you pile up a whole bunch of incidences, and you kind of understand what to do over going there, getting involved, trying to figure it out. Over 15 years of doing that. That's what I do now. When I lead this show, I got to do that. People calling me because they want to know what to do. That's why when I stand in rooms with people that's supposed to know what to do, they don't say much to me. They don't. Because I know by the way they formulate their words, they don't know what they're talking about. Because I got to do it. We just know. People that know what to do know. It's like a person that know how to pour concrete. And you don't know how to pour concrete, but you acting like you know how to pour concrete. You making it sound good until it's time to lay the foundation. And then the person that know how to pour the concrete looking at you because he's seeing how you pouring the concrete. And he'll ask you a question, why are you doing that? Because that ain't the way to do it. And then you get mad. They get mad when you ask them why you doing that, why you acting like that. Because the person that don't know ain't gonna ask that question. The person that don't know gonna just sit there happy you got the concrete getting poured. I remember one time it was one of my neighbors. She had a contractor. She was an elder in my community, and she had a contractor pour her back porch. And the contractor didn't pour the back porch right. So he was giving her a hard time because he didn't want to fix it. So she came and got me to deal with it. And as soon as she said, hey, Tory, I got this issue, I thought it was something tragic. No, it was her back porch that needed, it was only like 5 stairs. But the people she contracted with, you know, they did a raggedy job and then thought that, you know, but she needed the concrete steps to be right because she was an elder and she didn't want to slip and fall and it had the smooth edges on the front. She could have slipped and fell. So I went over there and trust me, I ain't going to tell y'all on the air what happened, but them steps got corrected. You know what I mean? The steps got done right. But I always wondered, why did she come to me? To get the steps done. And so I felt like, okay, well, let me go over here and see what I can do. And you know what? You know what I found out? That when people take advantage of our elders, they don't think that nobody's strong enough to come and do something about it. You know, the elder might call a couple times and somebody in the family might call with a little high blood pressure and cuss them out on the phone machine. They might get that, but they can outlast that, you know. But I'm gonna tell you right now, when I came over there, I shook that whole company. Like I know how to do it. You got to know what to do. I bet you she got her steps fixed. And that ain't no different than finding a missing person. Hey, look, all I'm saying is if you scared, go to church. Yeah. And then you're going to find out that when you go to church, they're going to make you pay a fee. You might have to pay tithes and offering. But if you do get in contact with the Spirit, if you do get in contact with God, God going to tell you, fear no man. Fear no man. Fear no evil. Hey, then you're going to be back out in the street anyway, so it's going to work out. Hey, look, I appreciate y'all for tapping into the show today. Join me tomorrow. I got a family coming in. We got another situation out of West Allis going on with one of our young black men and the police. We're going to have the mom on the show tomorrow. Hey, look, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Look both ways before y'all cross the street. Keep your head on the swivel, and green don't always mean go. Dr. Ken Harris up next. I love you.
My kicks up on they dress, unaffected by they threats. They get busy on they. That's how that shit tell me, man. That's how